Welcome, brave souls, to another spine-chilling episode of Real Horror Camping Stories. Today, we have a tale that will send shivers down your spine and leave you questioning the darkness that lurks in the wilderness. Gather round the virtual campfire, and prepare to be haunted by the haunting of Shadowed Woods. The group of 4 friends, Sarah, Mark, Lisa, and Chris, arrives at the campsite deep within the heart of the Shadowed Woods. As they step out of their vehicles and into the eerie forest, they can't help but feel a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The towering trees, with their gnarled branches and thick canopies, seem to loom over them, casting long shadows that dance in the twilight. They quickly set up their tents, working together as a well-oiled camping team. The sound of tent stakes being driven into the ground and the rustling of sleeping bags being arranged create a comforting sense of routine. The campfire crackles to life, sending sparks spiraling into the night sky. With their camp established, the group gathers around the warm glow of the campfire. Shadows flicker and play across their faces as they huddle together on log seats. The forest surrounding them is dense and impenetrable, the blackness beyond the fire's reach seemingly infinite. As the night deepens, they decide to share the ghost stories they've heard throughout their lives. The stories range from local legends about the Shadowed Woods to chilling tales passed down through generations. The chilling stories evoke a sense of unease that hangs in the air, even as they laugh and tease each other. They can't help but wonder if there's any truth to the legends they've been hearing. The fire's warmth and the camaraderie of the group initially dispel their unease. However, as the night progresses, an eerie silence settles over the woods. Unexplained noises, like the snap of a twig or distant, ghostly whispers, seem to echo from the darkness. The friends exchange nervous glances as the unsettling feeling in the air intensifies. Chris shivers and wraps his arms tightly around himself. "Did you guys hear that?" he asks, his voice quivering. But the others just nervously laugh it off, attributing the sounds to the nocturnal activities of wildlife. The chilling breeze carries the whispers of the forest, and the shadows play tricks on their eyes. The atmosphere becomes increasingly tense as they try to rationalize the unexplained phenomena, but a sense of impending doom hangs over their campsite. As night falls deeper, the group begins to realize that the Shadowed Woods may hold more secrets and mysteries than they had ever imagined. Little do they know that their night is about to take a sinister turn as they delve deeper into the heart of the forest, where the true horrors of this camping trip await. Eager to explore the depths of the mysterious woods, the group embarks on a second-day adventure. Their hike takes them further into the heart of the forest, where the trees grow denser, and the underbrush becomes more tangled. Ancient trees with twisted, gnarled branches create a labyrinthine environment, making them feel as though they've entered a realm untouched by time. As they venture deeper into the woods, the group stumbles upon a series of strange symbols etched into the tree trunks. These symbols, intricate and ominous, appear to be the handiwork of some unknown presence. The etchings resemble those of an ancient cult, further fueling their unease. The air grows heavier with each step, and the forest feels as though it's closing in on them. Despite the increasing sense of foreboding, the group presses on with their hike. At some point, Mark suddenly stops in his tracks, his eyes fixed on something in the distance. He whispers, "Did you hear that?" The others strain to listen but can't make out anything. Mark takes a few steps ahead, drawn by the faint sound he claims to have heard. "It sounded like someone calling my name," he says, his voice a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. The others follow Mark, their flashlights cutting through the oppressive darkness. They call out to him to come back, but Mark seems transfixed on the elusive voice. His figure recedes into the underbrush, and soon, they can only hear his voice echoing deeper into the forest. Panic grips the group as they realize Mark has disappeared into the depths of the shadowed woods. They frantically search for him, their calls growing increasingly desperate and their flashlights revealing nothing but the tangled undergrowth and eerie symbols. The forest seems to close in around them, and every shadow appears to conceal a lurking threat. Fear and uncertainty mount as they are faced with the realization that they are now alone in the heart of the shadowed woods, with one of their own missing. The group is left with a terrifying choice: stay and search for Mark, or retreat to the safety of their campsite and confront the unknown danger that seems to be lurking in the darkness. The night following Mark's disappearance is one of terror and anguish. The remaining 3 friends spend a sleepless night searching desperately for their missing companion, their flashlights cutting through the oppressive darkness. Every rustling leaf and distant sound seem to hide a malevolent presence, and their nerves are stretched to the breaking point. The hours drag on, and their hope wanes as they realize the futility of their search. Exhausted, their faces pale with fear, they sit huddled together by the dwindling campfire, unable to shake the feeling that they are not alone in the forest. As dawn breaks, they stumble back to their campsite, their footsteps heavy with exhaustion. Their relief at the light of day is short-lived as they discover unsettling symbols etched into the earth around their campsite, resembling the same sinister symbols they encountered during their hike. It's as if the forest is marking their campsite as a place of darkness and mystery. The symbols send a shiver down their spines, and they know that their situation has taken a truly nightmarish turn. The woods seem to close in around them, and they can't shake the feeling that the forest itself is watching them. Desperate to find Mark and find answers, they decide to return to the spot where he disappeared. Their fear is palpable as they retrace their steps into the heart of the shadowed woods. The underbrush is even more impenetrable, and the air is thick with an oppressive silence. As they navigate the forest, they stumble upon a desolate clearing, bathed in an eerie, unearthly light. At the center of the clearing, they witness a pale figure moving through the trees with an otherworldly, unnatural grace. The figure is translucent, its movements fluid and spectral, sending a wave of terror through the group. The 3 friends are paralyzed by fear, their breaths shallow and hearts pounding. They watch in horror as the apparition seems to beckon them deeper into the woods before vanishing into the darkness. Terrified and disoriented, they flee back to their campsite, their terror overwhelming their sense of direction. When they arrive, they make a gruesome discovery. A message has been etched into the side of their tent, its words chilling and final: "He's not coming back." The ominous message sends them into a state of shock, as they realize that their friend, Mark, may be lost to a malevolent force that haunts the shadowed woods. With their worst fears realized, the remaining friends are left with an impossible choice: to continue searching for Mark and risk becoming victims themselves, or to flee the forest and confront the horrors they've encountered during their ill-fated camping trip. The shadows of the woods seem to grow darker, and the group's terrifying journey is far from over. As the remaining friends flee from the shadowed woods, their escape is marked by sheer terror. They run through the dense forest, feeling pursued by unseen malevolent forces. Branches scratch their skin, and thorns tear at their clothes as they sprint back towards the safety of civilization. Their breaths come in ragged gasps, and the echoes of their panicked footsteps seem to blend with eerie, disembodied whispers that follow them. Desperation fuels their escape as they push themselves beyond the brink of exhaustion. The shadows and the ominous symbols etched into the trees seem to mock them with every step. They feel pursued, and their minds are filled with the haunting question of what happened to Mark. After what feels like an eternity, they finally emerge from the woods, gasping for breath and trembling with fear. They gather in a circle, their faces pale and haunted by the horrors they've witnessed. The truth is undeniable, Mark is lost, and the sinister force that dwells in the shadowed woods remains a chilling mystery. In the safety of daylight, they recount their harrowing experience, each of them giving voice to the unimaginable terrors they encountered. Their words carry the weight of fear and disbelief, and they vow never to return to those accursed woods. The haunting memory of their camping trip lingers in their nightmares, plaguing their dreams with visions of the pale figure and the eerie symbols. They become consumed by the knowledge that something beyond the realm of the natural world resides in the heart of the shadowed woods. With a somber tone, they address the camera, their faces etched with the trauma they've endured. Remember, dear viewers, one of them says, this is not a fictional tale. The woods hold many secrets, some of which are best left undiscovered. If you ever find yourself in the depths of the shadowed woods, beware, for you may encounter something beyond your wildest nightmares. The camera pans out to show the ominous forest one last time, a silent sentinel of the mysteries and horrors that lie within its depths, and the video fades to black, leaving viewers with a profound sense of foreboding and a chilling reminder of the dark unknown that can lurk just beyond the campfire's glow.